Pete Davidson has learned a valuable lesson from observing the careers of major Hollywood stars like Leonardo DiCaprio and Christian Bale. The comedian actor, known for his time on Saturday Night Live and his distinct comedic style, recently opened up to W Magazine about how his approach to fame and career has evolved over the years. In the interview, Davidson shares how he has learned to appreciate the concept of less is more after years of pursuing every opportunity that came his way, something he now views as a mistake. Davidson, who began his career in the early 2010s with minor guest roles on shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Friends of the People, Guy Code, and Wild 'N Out, quickly became a household name thanks to his appearance on Saturday Night Live, SNL. He was a cast member on the show from 2014 to 2022, gaining widespread recognition for his unique comedic timing and his presence in various celebrity skits. However, as his career progressed, Davidson found himself on a seemingly endless cycle of working on multiple projects and appearing in every possible opportunity that came his way. At the time, the idea of appearing in numerous projects seemed exciting to Davidson. Fresh in the industry, he wanted to capitalize on his newfound fame and prove himself as versatile and in demand. However, after reflecting on the careers of some of the most successful actors in Hollywood, Davidson realized that he had been pursuing a quantity over quality mindset, something that was not sustainable in the long run. In the W Magazine interview, Davidson shared a quote from the iconic mob drama The Sopranos, which he felt reflected his feelings about show business at the time. "You ever feel like you got into something at the end, when the good times were over?" he explained, adding that this sentiment resonated with his own experience in Hollywood. "That's how I feel about show business and being a celebrity. It's over," he continued, acknowledging how his earlier enthusiasm had given way to a sense of burnout. It was through observing the careers of A-list actors like Leonardo DiCaprio and Christian Bale that Davidson began to reassess his approach to acting and fame. He shared that, unlike him, both DiCaprio and Bale are known for being selective with their roles, often taking a few years between projects to carefully choose their next big film. Davidson noted, "I made the mistake of doing literally everything," acknowledging that his desire to be constantly in the spotlight had not always been the most fulfilling approach. Davidson then referenced two of the most successful actors of his generation, citing how their slower, more deliberate approach to their careers had not only earned them critical acclaim, but had also allowed them to maintain a sense of mystery and anticipation among audiences. "Now, I'm older and wiser, and I'm realizing that less is more," Davidson explained. "I like Christian Bale. He does one movie every 2-3 years, but you go fucking see it. Leonardo DiCaprio, does one movie every 4 years, but it's the biggest thing in the world. It's because you miss him. People have to miss you." This insight marks a pivotal moment in Davidson's career as he moves toward a more mindful and intentional approach to his work in the entertainment industry. While he has certainly made a name for himself as one of the most recognizable faces of his generation, Davidson now sees the value in being more selective and allowing his audience time to truly appreciate his work rather than constantly seeing him everywhere. This realization aligns with his growing desire to focus on projects that are meaningful to him rather than chasing fame for the sake of it. Davidson's evolution in how he views his career is not only a reflection of personal growth, but also highlights broader shifts in the entertainment industry. The rise of social media and streaming platforms has made it easier for actors and celebrities to remain in the public eye, but it has also led to a sense of oversaturation. In a world where everyone seems to have an ongoing presence on social media or in the latest trending news, the idea of being selective and letting audiences miss you seems almost counterintuitive, yet it is a philosophy that has worked wonders for some of the most successful actors in the world. Reflecting on his early career, Davidson acknowledged that the constant rush for new roles and the desire to be in every project available stemmed from a deep insecurity. Having grown up in a working-class family, Davidson often felt that he needed to constantly prove himself in order to stay relevant in a cutthroat industry. However, as he matured, he began to realize that success isn't defined by how many projects an actor is a part of, but by the quality of the work they choose to engage in. Davidson's transition into a more thoughtful approach to his career mirrors his growth as a person. Over the years, he has become more comfortable with who he is, despite the scrutiny that comes with being a public figure. He has faced personal challenges, including his mental health struggles, which he has openly discussed in interviews and through his comedy. His willingness to speak candidly about his experiences has made him a relatable figure for many fans who appreciate his vulnerability and authenticity. The lesson Davidson has learned about the importance of taking a step back and allowing his work to speak for itself is something that many actors and creatives can learn from. In an age where it seems that success is often measured by how visible one is, Davidson's newfound perspective reminds us that there is value in allowing time and space for projects to resonate with audiences, rather than constantly seeking the next big opportunity. As Davidson continues to navigate his career, it will be interesting to see how his approach changes. Whether he chooses to take on fewer roles or focus on specific types of projects, his acknowledgement that less is more indicates a new chapter in his professional journey. Fans who have followed him from his early days on SNL to his more recent ventures in film and television will likely continue to support him as he moves forward in a way that is more intentional and aligned with his values. In the grand scheme of things, Pete Davidson's reflection on his career is not just about him. It speaks to a broader understanding of fame and success in the entertainment industry. While it may seem tempting to constantly chase new opportunities, Davidson's story reminds us that sometimes the best way to make an impact is to be more selective and strategic about the work we choose to pursue. It is a reminder that quality often outweighs quantity, and that leaving space for others to miss you can make your return all the more impactful. For Davidson, the future is likely to be full of new opportunities, but it seems that he is approaching them with a much more measured perspective. The days of chasing every opportunity may be behind him, but the lessons he has learned along the way will undoubtedly shape the rest of his career in ways that are both fulfilling for him and exciting for his fans.